Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Wednesday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. Yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate today, starting with the Colorado Rockies versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates opening up as home favorites at minus 140. Colorado plus 125 with the over-under at 8.5. Colorado coming into this matchup 15-22. The Pirates 21-16. Pitching for the Rockies is Antonio Senzatella with an ERA of 1.80. Pitching for the Pirates is Rich Hill with an ERA of 4.78. Senzatella, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Hill, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. And yeah, we saw Rockies get a big underdog win. Thought the Pirates would be able to do something in this series against the Rockies after the way they've been playing. But yeah, it looks like Pirates. I don't know what's going on with them. Yeah, they've just had a very rough stretch here this whole month. I mean, they've looked awful, and hopefully it doesn't continue against Colorado. They get the 2-0 win against Colorado in the first game, but man, after losing 10-1. I'm just not so sure about the Pirates here. And I think I'll take a shot with the Rockies plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at minus 225. Oakland plus 200 with the over-under at 9.5. Pitching for Oakland is Kyle Muller with an ERA of 6.62. Pitching for the Yankees is Johnny Brito with an ERA of 6.07. Muller, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 1 strikeout. Brito, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. And yeah, we saw the Yankees get a nice win yesterday, 10-5. Oakland on a 3-game losing streak. 0-7 on the road against the Yankees here. And yeah, I think I'm going to roll with New York at home. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Detroit Tigers. Guardians opening up as home favorites at minus 115. Detroit minus 105 with the over-under at 7.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 16-19. The Guardians 17-19. Pitching for the Tigers is Eduardo Rodriguez with an ERA of 1.81. Pitching for the Guardians is Peyton Battenfield with an ERA of 4.07. Rodriguez, his last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Battenfield, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Detroit losing 2-0 against Cleveland yesterday. Yeah, matchup I'm not really in love with. Detroit is 5-10 against Cleveland. Both teams really playing about the same right now. No kind of real pitching advantage here. Detroit, wasn't able to score yesterday, but I still think I'd take a shot with Detroit plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at minus 160. The Brewers plus 135 with the over-under at 8. Dodgers coming into this matchup 22-15. The Brewers 20-16. Pitching for the Dodgers is Clayton Kershaw with an ERA of 2.53. Pitching for the Brewers is Wade Miley with an ERA of 2.31. Kershaw, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Miley, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. The Dodgers beating the Brewers yesterday 6-2. Nice win for LA. They're 9-4 against the Brewers, and yeah, I really like Kershaw on the mound, and I think I'm going to roll with the Dodgers on the road. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at minus 140. The Marlins plus 120 with the over-under at 8.5. Marlins coming into this matchup 18-19. Arizona 20-16. Pitching for the Marlins is Edward Cabrera with an ERA of 4.78. Pitching for Arizona is Merrill Kelly with an ERA of 3.20. Cabrera, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Kelly, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 10 strikeouts. Miami, coming off an Arizona win, beating them 6-2 yesterday. Felt like they were a good underdog with the pitching situation for Arizona yesterday. They are 4-2 against Arizona here, and I'd say another pretty even pitching matchup here, and I think I'll take a shot with the Marlins plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at minus 185. The Rangers plus 150 with the over-under at 7. Rangers coming into this matchup 21-14. The Mariners 18-18. Pitching for the Rangers is Dane Dunning with an ERA of 1.42. Pitching for the Mariners is Luis Castillo with an ERA of 2.38. Dunning, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Castillo, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Rangers losing 5-0 yesterday. Tough loss yesterday. They've been very bad on the road, especially against Seattle. And yeah, I think I'm going to roll with Seattle at home here, just because the Rangers have struggled a bit. And I'm gonna take Seattle on this one. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at minus 150. Washington plus 125 with the over-under at 8.5. Washington coming into this matchup 15-21. The Giants 16-19. Pitching for the Nationals is Josiah Gray with an ERA of 3.03. Pitching for the Giants is Sean Manaea with an ERA of 7.33. Gray, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Manaea, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Washington beating the Giants 4-1. I'm sorry, losing 4-1 yesterday. Yeah, after winning that last one 5-1, only makes sense that Giants go ahead and turn around and have a great game here. For some reason, I still just don't trust the Giants here. And I don't know. Washington is just good. They're going to be sneaky all year long here. And no real pitching advantage. Manaea really hasn't been that good this season for the Giants. So I think I'll take a shot with Washington plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at minus 110 with the over-under at 8.5. Toronto coming into this matchup 21-15. The Phillies 17-19. Pitching for Toronto is Kevin Gausman with an ERA of 3.86. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 4.26. Gausman, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 8 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Coming off a very bad, his prior 2 starts, he gave up 0 runs. Wheeler, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Toronto losing to Philly 8-4 yesterday. Tough little loss for Toronto here. They are 5-2 against Philly. And I think Toronto bounces back in a pick'em scenario. I think Gausman has a much better game on the mound here. And I think I'm going to roll with the Blue Jays on the road. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Los Angeles Angels. Astros opening up as road favorites at minus 125. Angels plus 115 with the over-under at 9.5. Astros coming into this matchup 18-18. The Angels 20-17. Pitching for the Astros is Christian Javier with an ERA of 3.54. Pitching for the Angels is Griffin Canning with an ERA of 5.31. Javier, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Canning. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Houston beating the Angels 3-1 yesterday. I thought LA would have a decent game with Ohtani on the mound, but weren't able to get the win. And Houston 10-5 on the road, very good road team. 10-4 straight up against the Angels. 14-6 on the road against the Angels here. Been very good against LA, and I think I'm going to roll with the Astros on the road. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Baltimore Orioles. Rays opening up as road favorites at -115. Baltimore +105 with the over-under at 9. Rays coming into this matchup 29-8. Baltimore 23-13. Pitching for the Rays is Jalen Beeks with an ERA of 6.75. Pitching for Baltimore is Dean Kramer with an ERA of 5.80. Beeks, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, had 1 strikeout. Kramer, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Tampa Bay losing to Baltimore yesterday 4-2. Good game for Baltimore. Tampa 6-2 on the road. I mean, very good road team here. And, I'm still just going to grind out Tampa Bay all season here. I mean, they've just been such a moneymaker. No need to panic when they lose here. And I think I'm going to roll with the Rays on the road here. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Cincinnati Reds. Mets opening up as road favorites at -160. The Reds +120 with the over-under at 9. Mets coming into this matchup 17-19. The Reds 15-20. Pitching for the Mets is Justin Verlander with an ERA of 3.60. Pitching for the Reds is Hunter Green with an ERA of 3.74. Verlander, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Green, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 7 strikeouts. The Mets on a 3-game losing streak right now, 2-8 in their last 10, losing to the Reds 6-7 yesterday. I mean, they're playing probably some of the worst baseball in the league right now. It's been very bad for the Mets here. Mets 0-6 on the road. I simply just don't trust the Mets, and I'll take the Reds +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -160. Boston +135 with the over-under at 10. Red Sox coming into this matchup 21-16. The Braves 25-11. Pitching for the Red Sox is Brayan Bello with an ERA of 5.71. And currently I can't find out who's pitching for the Braves. It says TBA, so we'll see who ends up pitching for the Braves. It is a night game, so I'm sure they'll release that in the afternoon sometime. Bello, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Yeah, Boston on a 2-game losing streak, losing 9-3 yesterday against the Braves. Braves playing well, 8-2 in their last 10. I mean, they're playing excellent. 6-1 in their last 7. We'll see who ends up pitching for the Braves. As long as it's not some crazy pitching advantage here, I think I'll still roll with the Braves at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the Kansas City Royals. White Sox opening up as road favorites at -140. The Royals +115 with the over-under at 9. White Sox coming into this matchup 13-24. The Royals 10-27. Pitching for the White Sox is Lance Lynn with an ERA of 6.86. Pitching for the Royals is Brad Keller with an ERA of 4.67. Lynn, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Keller, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 1 strikeout. The White Sox beating the Royals 4-2 yesterday. And just an ugly matchup, really. Not in love with it at all here. Both pitchers have not looked great on the mound, and I really see this one going either way. And I think I'll take a shot with the Royals +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -130. Padres plus 115 with the over-under at 8.5. Both teams 19 and 17. Pitching for the Padres is Seth Lugo with an ERA of 3.21. Pitching for the Twins is Pablo Lopez with an ERA of 3.77. Lugo, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. The Padres beating Minnesota 6-1 yesterday. Nice win for them. Minnesota on a 3-game losing streak right now. Minnesota, they are 6-2 at home against San Diego. Didn't really look good yesterday. It's a very even matchup here, and I'll take the Padres plus 1.5 on the road. In the last matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at -110. The Cardinals plus 100 with the over-under at 7.5. Cardinals coming into this matchup 13 and 24. The Cubs 17 and 19. Pitching for the Cardinals is Jordan Montgomery with an ERA of 3.29. Pitching for the Cubs is Justin Steele with an ERA of 1.45. Montgomery, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Steele, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Steele's been excellent. He's 5-0. He's been great all year. Cardinals on a 3-game winning streak, beating the Cubs in back-to-back games right now. Crazy. Cardinals are 6-0 against the Cubs, 4-1 on the road against the Cubs here, but Steele has been great so far, and definitely a difference maker on the mound. And I think the Cubs get it done here, and I'm going to roll with Chicago at home. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.